Hey guys, it's Nick, and I just woke up a little while ago to the news that JCPenney has exited bankruptcy. And I looked at the stock and it's only like 15 cents. So I really don't have much time to do this video because I have to hurry up and go buy like 1 million shares of JCPenney before other people read this headline and realize what a great opportunity this is to own JCPenney stock right now. So I'm gonna kind of multitask. I'm gonna do this video while I go and buy 1 million shares of JCPenney stock, about $150,000 worth, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna make me rich once other people finally read the headline as well. So here's the headline: JCPenney's retail and operating assets to exit Chapter 11. Oh my God, this is so awesome. I better hurry up and buy this stock. Here it says JCPenney on Monday, its retail and operating assets would exit Chapter 11 as two of its biggest landlords, Simon Property Group and Brookfield Asset Management, have acquired nearly all such assets. Man, that is going to be great for my stock. I can't wait to buy this thing. So let's take a look where JCPenney is trading. Here it is, 15.77 cents. It's up 33% on the day. Yeah, it's up a lot, but you know, when this thing goes to $10, a few pennies here and there isn't going to make a difference, right? So look at this awesome stock chart this morning. It was 11 cents and now it went as high as 18 cents. So that's like what, a 60-70% gain on your money? Easy, right? And here is the book trader for this, and apparently it's trading pretty wide, like a penny a share. It's 16 cents bid and 16.4 cents offered. So half a penny spread. You know, what's a few half a pennies between millionaires like me and you, right? So here is the order entry window. So let's not worry about a half a penny spread on this thing. Let me buy this thing as soon as possible, and I'll get back to this video late, you know, the rest of this video later. Right now I got money to make. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 million shares, right? Because why not, right? 150, 160 grand, but every penny it goes up is $10,000 right in my pocket. And we all know this thing is going to be like at $5, $10 in a few days once people read this headline on how great this is, that JCPenney's problems are all solved and they're exiting bankruptcy, and it's going to be a new day for them and a new day for the stockholders who've been patient at 16 cents are now going to be handsomely rewarded for their patience and their investment risk of buying this stock in bankruptcy. So let's see, limit price. Why worry about limits when I just do 1 million shares at the market? Because I don't have time to try to work a limit order. I just want this 1 million shares as quick as possible because we all know this thing is going to go to the moon. So let me hit my buy button and buy this thing. You know, I don't want to lead people in the wrong direction that think that I just buy stuff without doing any due diligence or anything. So before I click the buy button, let me do a 5 minutes of due diligence on this before I get my 1 million shares. Hopefully it doesn't skyrocket too high in the next 5 minutes that I do my little bit of research. Okay, so let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Forced to temporary continue. JCPenney will continue to operate the properties and distribution centers moved into the property holding companies. Blah, blah, blah. With completion of the sale, the company will have access to about $1.5 billion in new financing. Oh, this just gets better and better. I can't believe how great this is. I better hurry up and go buy this. The property holding companies that comprise 160 of the retailer's real estate assets and all of its distribution centers are expected to complete the restructuring process and emerge from bankruptcy protection in the first half of 2021. We are very pleased to help preserve this iconic institution and save tens of thousands of jobs. Simon Property Group CEO David Simon. Oh, this is great, man. You know, so I read one article that I guess that's almost enough due diligence before I buy my stock, right? Just for YouTube, let me read one other article just to, you know, make sure I go to a few different sources for my information. All right, let's read this one, November 24th. JCPenney gets green light for Chapter 11 plan. Okay, this is, you know, 3 weeks ago or something like that. JCPenney's time in bankruptcy court is winding down more than 6 months after it filed for Chapter 11. At the hearing on Tuesday in Texas, blah, 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 the judge signed off on a plan that would wind down the estate after the going concern sale of the retailer's assets, namely its retail business, intellectual property, real estate, to a buyer group comprising of landlords and in debtor possession lenders. Where's the part about the shareholders, and their participation in this deal, and what they own after this deal? I don't see that here. Let's scroll down a little bit and see if there's more information. The sale of the business and property to Simon Property Group, Brookfield, and a group of majority first lien holders who also provided DIP loans, debtor in possession financing, has been subject to months-long negotiation and bitter objections by shareholders who are separately still appealing the sale in a parallel case before the Texas Federal District Court. That doesn't sound like the shareholders are together with the lien holders. What's going on here? Shareholders previously failed to persuade the district court this month to delay the sale while they appeal it, and the transaction is now expected to close on Wednesday. What does that mean exactly for the 1 million shares of JCPenney stock I'm about to buy? How do I, do I share this company with the lien holder, Simon Property Group and whatnot? Let's see. The twists and turns played out publicly, but to be able to stand here with consensus among most of our major creditor constituencies is a credit to the many organizations and professionals involved. These parties ultimately set aside their differences and concerns to get the only result that made sense. Yes, I'm willing to set aside our differences between the stockholders and the creditors so we can go ahead with JCPenney and keep them in business, and so we can all make a bunch of money on our stock. I'm totally with that. So let's see a little bit more what that means for the stockholders. Controversy in the case that grew more visible in recent weeks pitted JCPenney against shareholders. Wait, I thought JCPenney is the shareholders, who are represented in the case by an ad hoc equity committee formed over the summer. Shareholders, who generally stand at the bottom rungs among general unsecured creditors in the bankruptcy repayment ranks, will not see any recoveries in the case. Ouch. So there you have it. If you didn't understand what this means before, here it's in black and white, okay? Unsecured creditors, shareholders are unsecured creditors and will not see any recoveries in the case. So what does that mean for the stock? We acknowledge that many parties will receive a limited recovery in these cases, and shareholders, new and old, will see their equity canceled. Okay, I am truly sorry to everyone, and I've said it before, who stands to lose in these cases, he said. What does that mean? You're going to cancel shareholders, new and old? Yeah, that's fine. You can cancel it as long as I get, brand new shiny stock in the new company, so that, when JCPenney starts making money again, I can participate in that and make a killing like I want to, right? Isn't that what that means? Guys, if you haven't figured it out yet, this was a joke that I'm buying 1 million shares of JCPenney bankrupt stock, because this stock is worthless and it's going to get canceled. And yet people are still buying this stock on the headline, thinking that there's something in it for JCPenney stockholders. There is not. There is zero in it for you. The stock will be canceled. You will lose everything. So here's my $1 million buy order. Bye-bye. So guys, just to explain how it works, this is secured debt. This is the bonds, this is the banks that loan money, and it's secured against the cars or something like that. The money they use to buy the cars is secured against the cars. So this is secured debt and other types of things that are secured against assets. They have assets pledged to them. This is unsecured debt. This is things like suppliers and other things that they don't have any assets tied to them. And so in a bankruptcy, they might get paid, they might not get paid, they might get 10% of what they're owed, 50%, 90%, or 0%. Okay, so secured first, unsecured next. What's below unsecured? You guessed it. Common stockholders. They are at the bottom of the barrel. When a company goes bankrupt, they usually don't have enough money to pay their secured debt, let alone their unsecured debt. So what does that mean for common stockholders? Usually means they get nothing, okay? And this is the case in JCPenney. This is the case in most bankruptcy cases, and that's including Hertz too. So for you people that are thinking that it's $2 a share or whatever, and you want to buy it, maybe think again. So in this case, the secured debt holders gave JCPenney a debtor in possession financing loan, which actually goes more senior to the secured debt, but these guys are tied together because they know they're going to own the company at the end. So they gave it a loan to continue operating, and in the end, they're taking the company, Simon Property Group and the other lenders. The mall owners, cut a deal and they get a piece of it. Everybody gets a piece of it. That was a secured lender, but the shareholders get nothing. And you see that in black and white in the article. So I know most people think they read the article and they go, well, I see JCPenney is still operating, so my stock must be worth something, right? Because it's still in business. Hertz is still in business. They got a loan, to buy more cars and this and that. So buy the stock, right? It must be worth something. No, that's not how it works. So imagine you bought a hotel for cash. You owed nobody nothing. You bought it for cash, and then you sold pieces of it as stock to other investors, right? You sold 50% of it to 10 other investors or something like that. Okay, you guys own the hotel. That's true. But once you start taking loans from the bank that has the hotel as a secured asset, right? If you borrow 100 million from a bank now, and the bank has the hotel as a secured asset, if you don't pay that interest, just the interest, you miss one payment, the bank could foreclose and take the whole hotel, okay? And so this is what happens. And it's not because these companies miss one interest payment, it's because they can't even pay the interest at all because they're insolvent. So in this case, the bank would take the hotel, you would be on the street, you would have no more ownership in the hotel, and neither would the people that you sold shares to, okay? Because the bank is not getting paid. So the bank takes the hotel, maybe they fix it up, sell it to somebody else, maybe they fix it up and they continue operating it. So you look at it and go, hey, this hotel is still operating. I thought they were in bankruptcy. I thought they went bankrupt. Yeah, they did. The owners that owned it before are out, and the new owners are continuing to run it. But the old owners and the old stockholders get nothing. And that's the case in JCPenney. That's the case in Hertz. That's the case in GNC that just went bankrupt. Somebody bought it out and the stockholders got nothing. That's the case almost all the time. So don't buy these 15-cent stocks thinking, oh yeah, all it has to do is go up 10 cents and I make 70% on my money or something like that, or I'm going to make all this money because they are still operating, and so I see them in business, so the stock must still be worth something, so I'm going to buy it and make money. That's not how it works, guys. So I hope you learned about bankruptcy stocks and now know to stay away from them. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.